Hello and welcome to your meditation practice as part of the Open Heart Project. My name is Susan Piver and I am very happy to give you meditation instruction. And today we're going to sit together for 10 minutes and I will give you the full instruction and we're going to start right now. So please take your seat and begin to get settled. You may sit on a cushion on the floor as I am, with your legs crossed loosely in front of you, and trust me, they are. Or it's completely acceptable and excellent to sit in a chair. But if you do, please sit with your feet flat on the floor. And if this is your very first time meditating with the Open Heart Project, I'm thrilled. Welcome. So happy. I hope this will bring benefit to your life. And if you've meditated many, many times with the Open Heart Project, I'm still thrilled and wish this will be beneficial to your life. But if you'd like more variation in your meditation experience, please stay tuned to the end of this video, or there'll be a second video in this newsletter that explains how you could do that. But anyway, please get settled, and we're going to sit for 10 minutes, as I mentioned. And as we begin, I want to answer very briefly, because I know everyone's extremely busy, one of the most important and common questions asked about meditation practice. This is an important question. And at some point, everyone comes up with it. And that question is, what should I do if my foot falls asleep? Or, what should I do if I have an itch? Or what do I do if my ankle hurts or my shoulder hurts or so on? Am I allowed to move? And I'm going to answer that question. The answer is yes. But first, let's make note that there are meditation traditions where the answer is no, where it's very much encouraged to stay with your experience, whatever it is, and just watch it arise, abide, and dissolve. And there's genuine merit to that approach. However, in the tradition that I practice in, the tradition of Shambhala Buddhism, it's not quite that way. You can be a little more loose than that. So here's the instruction if your foot falls asleep or you have an itch or whatever. Whatever you do, just don't do it reflexively. In other words, if you have an itch, don't just go itch, boop. If you have an itch, first just take a moment to feel what it feels like to have an itch. That may sound silly, but take its measure. What does it feel like? Is it crawly or tingly or whatever it might be? And then mindfully scratch and mindfully replace your hand, noticing what it feels like to be relieved of that itch. And then return your attention to the breath as the object of your meditation. The same goes for your foot. If it falls asleep, you're totally welcome to stretch it out and, flex your foot so it's not asleep anymore. But again, do it mindfully. If your shoulders hurt, definitely. If you find yourself making billions of adjustments, my shoulder hurts, I have an itch, my foot's asleep, and you're fidgeting a lot, don't do that. Try instead to stay still. When in doubt, stay still. So here we go. We're going to practice for 10 minutes and we're going to start immediately. So please begin your practice by saying to yourself silently, you can also say it out loud, now is my time for meditation. And everything else can wait. This is 10 minutes. You can completely commit yourself to it. Begin by establishing your posture, which simply means to sit up straight, but with a sense of ease. Not straight like, I better do this right. Not that. In fact, that whole I better do this right thing does not have to be part of this practice ever. The hands or palms down, just above the knee or at mid-thigh. And really feel your sitting bones rooting down onto the cushion or chair or whatever you happen to be sitting on. Give your weight to it. And let your belly relax a lot. Let your shoulders relax. Imagine that you have been carrying a big weight on your back and it just rolled off. So there's a sense of lightness and buoyancy in the upper back and shoulders. The chin is tucked a little bit, so the back of the neck is long and graceful. And the mouth is closed, but the lips and teeth can be slightly parted because that seems to help the jaw to relax. And please enjoy this experience of not having to talk. You don't have to say anything. It's so wonderful. Breath comes in and out through the nose, and breathing is just simple and natural. There's no technique, in other words. And in our practice, the eyes remain open, and the gaze is cast down to a spot about 6 feet in front, and you don't have to stare at that place. It's more just like a resting spot for your gaze. So you can let the eyes relax. Most of us are reading and looking and observing through the eyes all day long in a million different ways, and you don't have to do that right now. Just let vision sort of stream forth from your eyes without necessarily trying to land anywhere, if that makes sense. Like the sun rays just stream down onto earth without picking anything particular to shine on. And the crown of the head reaches up a little bit. Okay, cat. Now please place your attention on your breath as it flows in and out through the nose. Let your attention come all the way in on the inhale and ride all the way out on the exhale. It's all you have to do, not you, is allow attention to flow in and out on the breath. So stay with your breath. And should you notice that attention has left the breath to become absorbed in thought completely, to the point where you've forgotten about your breath, completely fine. All you have to do is notice this, disregard the content of the thought, which is irrelevant in this case. Doesn't matter if it's happy or sad or whatever it might be. Just let go and gently return your attention to your breath and begin again. And that is all there is to it. So we'll sit together. Thank you so much for your practice.